Credit cards are really important for building your credit, and as we teach on this channel, it can also be a really great approach to earning rewards for those expenses that you're going to have to be paying for regardless of how you pay for them. You should be using a credit card account for every single one that's not charging you an extra fee or where there's some additional penalty for it. So whether you're looking for your first credit card now or you actually need a refresher and you're looking for your next credit card, we're going to be taking a look at the 5 things to look for when applying for a credit card account. Now, I have dozens of credit cards, so these are the things that I would recommend looking at. Welcome back to the VIP Financial Ed YouTube channel. We're here to help you go further, faster financially. And we do that by reinventing the way people are banking and borrowing. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Matthew Pillmore. I'm the president of a company known as VIP Financial Education. We've been around for almost 2 decades. We're corporately headquartered out of Denver, Colorado. And we teach some very cool things here on this channel. So thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 things that you should be definitely looking for when you're applying for a credit card. So the first thing that I would recommend looking for is, does the credit card have an annual fee? This is often something that will come back and bite people if you're not paying attention when you sign up. If you find a credit card option that you're looking for, does it actually charge you year over year? And you actually are going to want to reconsider if it does. It's not that it's an absolute no if they charge an annual fee, but you're going to want to be sure that that credit card account or even any other debt weapons aside from credit cards that charge annual fees, that those will come back and pay off through the long run. A perfect example of that was today. I went to the bank again today. I go to the bank regularly throughout the week. I went into the bank where I have a current debt weapon account that I've never used before. It's a $33,000 unsecured business capital account. What that means is it's revolving like one of these credit cards we're here talking about today, but some of the perks include that it's completely liquid. I can use it anytime for any reason, all 33,000 of it, and it won't even show up on our personal credit report. So that's really significant. Some of these business credit cards that we're talking about here today also won't show up on personal credit reports, and perhaps you have a perk as to why that would make sense for you, even if there is a small annual fee. But it's important to be very strategic about that decision. Some credit card issuers will actually even hide this by showing that the card comes with a waived annual fee, except for that the fee is only waived in the first year. So be sure to read that fine print is the moral of this story. The second point in today's video training is, what is the APR, or the annual percentage rate? You're always going to want to check and see what the APR is when you're applying for a credit card account. APRs will typically range between 15 and 20% once the promotional period has expired, and that's for people that have good credit. APRs will generally vary depending on the card type itself. Travel reward cards on average come with about a 16% APR. Those with good credit can expect that, while cash back credit cards might have an APR of somewhere around 20%, and that's also for people with good credit. So the key is knowing that low to 0% introductory APRs are common, and they can sometimes be a valid incentive to apply for a credit card. However, these typically only last 6 months, 9 months, 12, maybe as much as 18 or 24 under rare conditions. However, it's not really an applicable discussion point for people that are practicing the techniques that we teach often on this channel, because over time we're paying these credit card accounts in full every single month, which means the APR is essentially irrelevant. These can be very, very dangerous to get stuck in these 0% introductory periods, and this is exactly the credit card issuer's plan. They're hoping that you don't pay the balances off well before the introductory period is over, because then they'll be able to charge retroactively for the interest, and it's often at a much higher interest rate. Here at VIP, again, we don't typically recommend these types of cards unless you're certain the balance is going to be paid in full. That's something that we will work through in coaching with each individual on a one-on-one basis. This is a case-by-case decision. We cannot stress that enough. Now, the third point in today's training is, what are the penalty fees that are involved? And we always recommend that you are well informed about the things that can negatively affect you with your credit card accounts. Be sure that you know how much you're going to be charging on late payments. Late payments negatively affect you in 2 ways. The first is that a late payment fee is going to typically be assessed, and the second is that your interest rate is also typically going to be increased to a penalty interest rate. So you always want to be really, really crystal clear on these things when you're entering into a contract for a new credit card. The fourth point today is asking yourself, how long is the grace period? So research that. You got to define first what the grace period actually is. This is the time between when you get your bill and when your payment is actually due. And this is the time that you can actually make your payments to your credit card and not pay any interest. If you pay it off in full, you will not pay interest. This is also known as the period when you pay your bill, and when that period is up, you're technically late. Now, traditionally, a grace period is about 25 days, but you'll find in your credit card search that there are options out there that are only gonna give you 20 days. So keep a close eye on that. The longer the grace period, the better it is for you. And it'll give you more time to make sure that your bill is paid on time. And lastly, number 5, what type of billing cycle is used? It's no surprise here that those credit card accounts that have single cycle billing is gonna be much better than those that have 2-cycle billing. And that's because accounts with 1-cycle billing determine how much interest they're gonna charge once per month. Those with 2-cycle billing will do that twice per month. So that's gonna result in higher interest amounts due to the balance being carried over in the second cycle. Less interest is obviously better. That's the whole point of this channel here. So guys, whether you're getting your first credit card account or your 5th or your 15th or your 25th, I have dozens and dozens of both personal and business credit card accounts. You just gotta make sure that you check the fine print on each and every one of these. And these 5 things are gonna help ensure that you aren't unpleasantly surprised later on. And guys, for those of you that are unfamiliar with the term debt weapon, we teach all about those here on this channel. So be sure to check out all of our other videos too, so that you can start learning about how those can actually benefit you. The key is fast tracking your cash flow. So if you're not currently familiar with debt weapons, if you're not using them to your benefit, you're being left with substantially less money each month than your potential. Please share a comment below with your experiences in applying for new credit card accounts. If you have anything to add to our tips, we'd love to hear about that in the comment section below. Also hit that like button if you'd like us to do more videos on credit cards, various strategies and techniques, how to get the best new card accounts. And of course, if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel in order to stay current on the videos that we upload. We do upload a few times every week, so hit the bell notification. That'll allow you to get alerted every time a new video is put on the channel. I want to thank you again for checking out the VIP Financial Ed channel. We really appreciate your viewership. Until we see you again on the next video, make it a great day today and take care.